All right, this is Lynn with Lynns Hangouts, and we're here tonight at Jan's Lounge in Orangeville, partying with the infamous A-Train. And yay! Awesome. And I've grabbed percussionist Mitch Mitchell to pull him aside to chat during break. So thanks, Mitch, for hanging out with us tonight.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure.
Oh, you guys are rocking it. Oh my God, people are loving it.
It's a great crowd tonight, even in spite of the weather, so that's been pretty awesome.
I was going to say, I didn't know if it would be, like the weather would bring them out because there's nothing else to do, or it would keep them home.
It's funny. We played here a couple times where the rain was crazy, and it was just as rowdy in there.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And rowdy is a good word.
Rowdy's a great word.
That's what they are. We are having a blast. So, very cool. Well, I know very little about you, Mitch, so let's get to know you a little bit here. So, how and when did you get bit by the musical bug? When did you start?
At a young age, I'd say I had my first drum set. I drove a dump truck through at 5. And I've been banging on chairs, furniture, pots, pans, anything that would make a percussive sound for the better part of years. And that many years. Bought my first drum set at 17. Wow. I got in jazz choir at high school my senior year the first time.
Nice.
And then played in the military, got out of the service, and I've been in bands ever since.
Wow, that's amazing.
I've probably taken off roughly, I think it was a year. My wife would probably say it's about 6 months until she got tired of me and got back to the music. And that's been the only break I've had.
Wow.
Unless I've been ill or
gotcha.
Yeah.
So that usual life got in the way break, but yours was very short.
Absolutely.
She's like, hon, go back to it.
Oh, yeah. She was over me being at home, so
That's hilarious. Well, actually, it sounds like you were born to be a drummer.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, it was just in your blood.
Yes.
Very, very much so. Yeah. That's why you have such a natural rhythm and such a natural feel about it up there. I mean, I watch you and I watch other drummers, and it's so easy for you.
Well, I'm lucky to be behind a drum set in a cool band, and so you make the most out of it.
True.
So.
You do have a great band.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You landed in an excellent spot.
Yes,
and you have many fans.
Yes. Thank you, fans.
Yeah, no doubt. As evidence on Facebook, every time I post a video of you, it goes viral.
Yes.
It's awesome. I love it. It's like,
I need to get on, let's see, Extra TV next. No, I'm just
I'm thinking, hey, I might be able to arrange that.
Nice.
Funny. See what I can do. That's funny. So how many bands have you been in before A-Train, and do you have some interesting stories you can share?
Wow. Before A-Train, I was counting one time. I think I lost count at about 20 bands.
Wow, really?
And then, about 20 bands. Probably the only crazy story I have is back when the Charlotte Pub was open. I was back behind the drum set of a band called The Big Bang at that time. And we had a song on the radio, and I had a little stomach issue that caused me to jump up from the drum set in the middle of a song and hit their restroom. And yeah, that was pretty much
taking a break now.
Yeah, that's pretty much. And then the only other crazy thing I had is I was in the band with 2 female singers playing a wedding, and one of the guys in the crowd started to attack the singer.
Oh, good Lord.
And so they said all they heard was drums playing, and then they heard nothing because I was out from behind the drum set. Not on the guy, but I wanted him to know that his band wasn't having it. Her band wasn't having it.
You can't do that,
Other than that, I've had very great musical opportunities. I've met some cool folks, played in some great, venues. It's been a cool ride.
Very cool. And some of those bands were original bands?
Yes. There's a band called Jack I was in. 3 of those guys went on to form Oleander.
Oh, nice.
And then,
very cool.
like I said, I was in a band called The Big Bang. We had some music on the radio back in the day.
Original?
Sniper. One of my favorite bands I was in was a band called Planet X.
Oh, cool.
And that was... that was a very good original band. So I've been pretty fortunate where I've been able to play originals and covers, but covers make the money.
They do. That's so true. It's what people like to see is the covers. But original is interesting because you can do your own thing. You can improvise.
Right. And I'll tell you, originals to me are easier to do than the covers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because of that factor, you can improvise and add, and very interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, it's too bad originals aren't so, more so popular in town.
Well, nowadays, no. Back in the day, I mean, up the roads, the boardwalk, I played hundreds of gigs there, and it would be packed with nothing but original bands. And so it's just, I mean, with the internet now, you can do a band in your house. post a YouTube video, and off you go.
And off you go. It's so easy now. Yeah. Very, very true. Very funny. So, well, how did you come to be part of the A-Train team?
No, I got you. We there was a former member in the band called, his name was Chris, and we've been known each other for years. And he said, "Man, you got to come out and see this band I'm in."
Nice.
And I went up to, they were playing at a club in Auburn. And the first thing I noticed, it wasn't the obvious thing. Most people notice Adam because he's 6'7". That wasn't what I noticed. What I noticed was how the females interacted with the band.
Oh.
And I had my wife and my daughter with me, and I said, this band is killer because they know how to pull the females in. And everybody knows now, you have the females, you have the guys. I went, sat in with them at one gig, played Inner Sandman. They loved me. I came out, we rehearsed. And that was, I'm going to say, 5 years ago now.
Yeah. Wow.
And so we've been, we've been doing it ever since.
So they knew at that point they got to somehow work you into their band.
Well, it was kind of, what I like the most about them is no set list.
Oh,
we fly by the seat of our pants, pretty much. And so my first gig, they were just throwing songs at me, and
nice.
It was kind of trial by fire, which was cool.
Yeah. And you're so good, you would be able to just fit right in,
Yeah, it's been, and so I've been with them ever since.
Don't look now, but there's a 6'7" man behind you.
I know.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, he wasn't really 6'7" back there. So yeah,
well,
stand
now
up, stand up, straight up. There he is. Yep. Oh, he's a whole head and shoulders above you.
You got to do that.
That's funny. Thanks, Adam Paul, for the cameo. I will mention that in the write-up.
Yes, there you will.
Yeah, right. We believe that.
But yeah, it's been cool. One of the other bands I was in before this one was Essex. It was another cool, band where we did some cool covers. The music was cool, and I'd say that easily got me used to being in the cover arena easier with what we do. It's what done now. It's a lot more pop. All my stuff before was all rock.
Oh, gotcha.
All of it, rock, progressive. Journey, Rush, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you name the gamut.
That's my favorite.
All that stuff. And so when I got with Essex, that's when we started doing a little bit more danceable stuff. And that was a little bit tough for me to learn because you kind of have to play, you have to kind of behave yourself a little bit.
It's definitely a little different.
Which I don't.
Yeah, it's definitely got a definite beat, the dance beat with it. Yeah.
Right. So that's been kind of cool, but I definitely say I love the variety in what we do.
Yeah, I was going to say, and we were talking about that before we had the cameo from Adam, but we were talking about the set list. There is really no set list.
No, we have.
You guys fly by the seat of your pants. Every time I've seen you, I've heard different songs.
Right.
And I love that.
Right.
That's
well,
awesome.
and having Chandra in now has added another, I'll say she pulls, I think it's more than 14, but I can remember 14 of the songs. So that right there kind of livens us up quite a bit.
It definitely opens a different door
It opens us up. And, again, probably one of the coolest things about doing or being an A-Train is playing a song and you see the crowd going, you see someone in the crowd going, no way.
Exactly.
We're playing, whatever.
Yeah.
Someone will ask, what do you
those.
play? Right. What do you guys play? And when I say we play everything.
You mean it.
We mean it. Yeah.
And people go, no, really, what do you play?
And I absolutely know we're one of the few bands that play everything.
Yeah. I know, it's very true. I totally agree with you. Like I say, every time it's completely different songs.
Yep.
Love it. Songs I haven't heard in years, you guys play, and you knock it out of the park. It's awesome.
Thank you.
So, very cool. Well, is there anything else? I mean, first of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for the great interview.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome. You're super, super cool.
Oh, thank you very much.
I love it. You're one of my favorites.
So you're not scarred?
No, I'm not.
Yet.
No, not yet. Yeah, they said I would be, but so far I'm not feeling it. So, but I just want to ask you: is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans and to Lynns Hangouts?
Thank you very much for all your support and nudity, and thank you very much for believing in us. Thank you probably most importantly, thank you very much for sharing us with other people that enjoy us as much as you.
Get you out there, and people that can't come out to venues.
And also remember, I'm way cooler than Adam Paul. And so he's not around, but I want him to hear me say that.
I can't wait till he sees it.
And I also want to shout out Barry on the bass,
nice.
Mike on guitar, the newest member Chandra on vocals,
awesome.
and of
Mike
course,
is knocking out of the park with some of his solos tonight.
Yeah.
And Barry, I love his headbanging.
Yeah, see, Barry's grown his hair, which is awesome. That's,
I love that.
My hair is embarrassing, but he can grow it for me, and so
So when you do the headbanging, it's more your beard that
it's more
shakes.
or nose hair, pretty much.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so when I get older,
yeah,
or ear hair later.
Oh, I'm really scarred.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's funny. Well, gosh, Mitch, thank you so much for an awesome interview.
Thank you very much.
I can't wait to post it. And you know what? Let's go back and rock.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.